Travel with us to our honeymoon. We got married 2 days ago and we are going across the world. We're taking 3 flights and it's going to be a total of 28 hours. Started off in the lounge where I called Alex my husband for the first time to the woman who checked us in. So that was crazy. Then we boarded our first flight, which was from JFK to LA, and then we were connecting LA to Sydney and then Sydney to Hamilton Island, which is our first stop of our honeymoon. This flight honestly wasn't so great because we were so tired from the wedding, so I slept a little even though I wasn't supposed to. But the good part is the entire plane smelled like fresh baked cookies because they were making them on board. Not sure how that's possible, but we loved it. We landed in LA and it was the fanciest terminal with all of these designer shops. The only good news is though that I had to take off my Cartier bracelet for the wedding, so I went and made sure that I screwed it on right because apparently you're not supposed to put it on and take it off yourself. We had this very mid pizza. Would not recommend it. It's all the largest plane I've ever seen in my entire life. This video does not do it justice. It was giant. It wasn't just a double decker, it was like a double decker on steroids. We looked at it for a good 5 minutes and then it was time to board our flight to Sydney. This flight was, I believe, 12 to 13-ish hours. These were our seats and they gave us pajamas, which was so lovely to change into. We figured out that we could text on the screens throughout our seats, which was hilarious. And then we went to the lounge on board. Can you imagine? It was wild. There's a place to go sit and eat and be on your computer. There were steps that led to the other cabin. I've never seen a plane like this. It was out of control. We honestly didn't take advantage of this enough because we tried sleeping for most of this flight, which was impossible. But changed into my pajamas, did my skincare, had some wine and melatonin, and tried to sleep for as long as possible. We kept going in and out of sleep despite being exhausted from the wedding because it was like 4 p.m. at home. It was very confusing about the time change. The seats had a little massage thing on it, which was nuts. And then in my in and out of sleep, I watched Wicked for the first time and it was so incredible. Yes, I don't know how I've not seen the full thing before. And then they gave us a bottle of champagne to say congrats on the wedding, which was so sweet. On this flight and our other flight in Australia, the flight attendants have been so beyond nice. I've never experienced anything like it. I don't know if it's Australia or Qantas or anything, but they're incredible. We landed, we went through customs, and I tried downloading all the content from the wedding. That didn't work. You can only imagine how much content that there is from the wedding, and just think about downloading that on airport Wi-Fi. Bad idea. And we finally landed in Hamilton Island on this flight. They gave us more wine and champagne to say congrats, and we just couldn't get over this view. After 28 hours of traveling, we finally made it. The sun was shining. It was beautiful. This is the hotel lobby. It's unbelievable. Check-in made us feel like we were in White Lotus. They had us like sit down with the view to talk about our stay. We got to our room, which is basically a little house, and there was a friend there waiting for us.